welcome to I Love the Library. My name is Lisa Holsgrove and I'm the Public Services Supervisor here at the Detroit Lakes Public Library. And today I'm going to talk about some of the books that I've read in the last couple years and have really enjoyed. I've read the Kamogawa Food Detectives by Hisashi Kashiwai. Oof. It was a really cute and cozy read, and if you've enjoyed or ever read the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series, you'd probably really enjoy this. It reads a lot like one of those. The premise of the book is that it follows a father and daughter team as they work together to help recreate nostalgic meals for people. People who come to them when they want to buy and remember only smaller parts of the meals that they enjoyed, and they want to experience that same taste again. The book was really enjoyable and left me craving Japanese food for weeks. Next up, we have The Marriage Clock by Zara Rahim. This book I will never forget when I Tuesday afternoon book club read it back in 2021. I really loved it, but I will admit my members weren't as huge of fans of it as I was. I felt like it was a really relatable read at the time, and my members, who are a little older, loved hearing about my experiences as it was very different from what they experienced, and we had a really great discussion despite them not enjoying the book as much as I did. So in this book, Layla had turned 26, and her Indian Muslim parents had decided to start the matchmaking process for her. However, she decided that she didn't want to go through with matchmaking and wanted to try finding love for herself. So her parents gave her 3 months to try to find love, otherwise they were going to proceed with the matchmaking process. The book was full of fun, comedy, and romance, and it was a joy to read, especially if you're familiar with the world of modern dating. Next up, we have Billy Summers by Stephen King. I'm not really a scary book fan at all, and therefore Stephen King hasn't been an author I've really explored much. However, my now husband really loves Stephen King, so I decided I'd try to give him a shot, and surprisingly, really enjoyed it. This is my second Stephen King book I've read, and thankfully it's not a scary one at all. It reads more like an action-adventure movie, so if you enjoy action-adventure books or movies, you'd really like this one. Billy Summers is about the best gun for hire in the business, and Billy has a stipulation of taking jobs that he takes, in the sense that the target he takes has to be a bad guy. Billy would like to retire from being a hired gun, but is required to take one last job. And of course, nothing goes right on his last job. According to the description, this book features one of the most compelling and surprising duos in Stephen King fiction. Next up, we have Shroud by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Well, I'm not much of a sci-fi reader, and frankly, I didn't read this one, but my husband really loves science fiction, and while I didn't read this one, it was one of his favorites to read recently, and I recall sitting in the car listening to the audiobook to various different sections of it, despite having not read any of the book. I'd just get tossed headfirst into a random section midway through the book. And even though I didn't know what was going on, the parts that I heard were definitely intriguing and really well written. So in this one, planets are utilized to gain assets from, but they're usually inhospitable to humans. So 2 humans, Juna and Mai, end up getting stranded on the planet Shroud. And as they start to understand and study the species of creatures that live on Shroud, Shroud's species start to understand the humans as well and start to learn from them. So that takes a whole different interesting turn. And believe me, my husband was on the edge of his seat most of the rest of this entire one and was making me listen to it many times. It was great. Good book. The Temporary Roomie by Sarah Adams. This is the book that I read, and then it jump-started me reading all of the rest of Sarah Adams' books that she has out. It's a really fun romantic comedy. Follow Jessie as she's in her 3rd trimester of her pregnancy, and all of a sudden, her house needs to undergo massive renovations, and she can't live there anymore. Enter Drew, her best friend's brother, who she hates. Her best friend arranges that she stays with Drew, and of course, there are clashes and sparks ensues, and it's just a really fun romantic comedy. And lastly is the book that I'm currently reading. I was literally just reading it on my lunch break 5-10 minutes ago before we recorded this. The Convenience Store by the Sea by Sonoko Machida. This takes place at a convenience store, and a cute one that's by the seaside called Tenderness, located in Kitsukyushi, Mochiko. Follow the adventures of the unique manager there, the different coworkers there, and all the different customers who come in, and it's just a really good slice of life book that, you just don't think about who comes into your convenience store and how you can help them, and very similar to the library here. So I'm really enjoying this book a lot, and I hope to finish it soon because there are holds on it. So I'm hoping to finish it soon. Thank you so much for watching I Love the Library, and we hope to see you soon.